How about now? Good. How are y'all doing this evening? As I said, my name is Brandon Crafter. I'm with the university. We'll be talking to you all today about personal branding. As I just said a little bit about me, I was born and raised here in Roanoke, Virginia. I went to Roanoke Catholic, graduated from there, went to Longwood, played basketball there for 2 years, went to Carson Newman, finished up my collegiate and athletic endeavors there, and graduated with a degree in business marketing. After I was my junior year, I just started figuring out what it is that I wanted to do with life. Like a lot of people at that point were like, all right, I'm going to college, I'm getting a degree, what's the next step after that? And that's really where the university started to come into play at. Just figuring out how to transition from being a college student to going out to the workforce, figuring out a career path. At that time, me and my friends were doing a lot of parties, a lot of marketing for other people's events, and that's kind of how the university got spawned up in the marketing setting. If you look at the company that you spelled, it's spelled YOUNIVERCITY. So taking that approach from a university and actually inserting yourself into it with the U aspect, and then with the city, wherever you're at, whether it's Roanoke or it's somewhere out in Tennessee or it's Richmond or different countries. A brand is not a logo. Who knows the definition of brand? I'm gonna ask for a lot of interactions here today.
The brand is a product that you make out of the business.
Okay. Anybody else?
Brandon, maybe you can repeat what you stated because that
You said the brand is
The quality that came from your business. It's a quality
it's a quality
that came from your business.
that came from the business. Exactly. A brand is a collection of perceptions in the mind of a consumer. So everything from how you make people feel to the experience that they have when they either use your service or they use your product, that all goes into the aspect of branding. Brands are born of experience and they reflect reputation. So y'all have a lot of places that y'all like to go, whether it's shopping at Apple Store or if you're an Android person or if you like going to Best Buy, any of these types of stores, y'all all have a type of relationship with or experience with, whether it's a good relationship or it's a bad relationship. For instance, Starbucks coffee. How many people here like Starbucks? Starbucks, is the brand recognition with that, it makes a difference whether you're going to go and get a $2 cup of coffee or if you're going to pay that $5, $6, $7, $8 for a Starbucks cup of coffee. Water is the same way. Whether it's Deer Park, it's Dasani, Evian, and the biggest battle of all right now, Android versus Apple. But these are consumer brands. These are not people. Who's that? Who was that? Oh, I see another there. Who's that? The last one? Here we go. Personal branding allows individuals to distinguish themselves by constantly leveraging their unique value proposition. Who knows what the unique value proposition is? The unique value proposition is the way that others can identify with you and how you place value on yourself, your service, your business, your brand. So ways to identify your value proposition. Identify all the benefits that you have to offer someone. Describe what makes these benefits valuable. Identify your customer's main problem and connect your value to your buyer's problem and differentiate yourself as a preferred provider of this value. We are all brands. Everybody in this room has something that they have to offer, whether it's value or it's just conversation, or it's expertise in a different type of subject matter, we are all brands. If you're not branding yourself, you can bet that others are doing it for you. And that could be through ideas that you have at work, that you think like, oh, this is a great idea. You might tell a coworker, they might run and give it to a supervisor, and they took your idea. We are all in the content business as well. How much time do you all spend on your cell phones throughout the day? Doing what? Just posting content, whether it's memes, or it's videos, or it's sharing posts, or it's creating content? Everything. We're all in the content market, whether it's sharing, or it's, like I said, making your own content, putting it out there. Why do employers care about this? Strong personal brands add value to corporate brands. So it adds publicity and visibility. It helps build organizational credibility. It increases engagement levels. And it expands influence and the human connection to the organization. So a lot of things that's been popping up lately are influence marketers. Companies know that in order to get their products out in front of people, they have to have influencers. It's not just, oh yeah, we're the best company out now. We actually need people going out there, having that social presence, and having that word of mouth from other people. So 5 questions I have. Y'all can write these down. Y'all can take a picture of it on your phones if you have it out. But the first question is, what are your goals? Second question, what do you value? What are you passionate about? What motivates you? And what makes you remarkable? 5 rules. Be diligent. Be consistent. Be relevant. Be interesting. And be yourself. That's the biggest thing about branding. You want to have that authentic value to yourself, because if you're faking it, people are going to know. 9 times out of 10. They're going to be able to identify that you're not actually doing what you say you're doing. You're not the person that you claim to be. 5 steps for building lasting, effective brands takes time. And there's no one-size-fits-all process. So you got to get out there. Like I said, you got to be diligent. You got to remain consistent when you're building your personal brand. And take inventory. Develop a brand plan. Getting out there, write down your vision. Have something that you can go back, you can be able to look towards, in the future, be able to measure to see how far that you're going. Craft your identity. Choose the right tools and the right channels, and measure and repeat. So if something's working well, keep doing that. You can't run away. If something's not working well, tweak it a little bit and go back. Try it again. As far as resources go, and tools and channels, you really have to understand them and use them. We all are always online, whether it's our phone or it's laptops. Get familiar with websites, blogs, podcasts, and social networks, such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and LinkedIn. When you're sitting there developing a platform, have a consistent brand image. Make yourself visible where people can go in and can find you and be accessible to them. Make yourself discoverable using SEO, social networks, and make sure that all of your accounts are connected and you're going by the same names on those accounts. So when people are looking for you, they know exactly how to find you. If they're entering it into a search bar, they're in Instagram, or they're on Facebook. And cultivate your relationships with peers, competitors, and influencers. Events like this is a great opportunity to be able to network. How many people came here with business cards today? Okay, a couple of y'all. If it's just for your own personal self, make business cards that you can just pass around to people. Because putting something in people's hands that's tangible, that they can go back in, like, oh yeah, I remember who that person is. You might not always remember a person's name, but you'll always remember a person's face. But actually having a card that you can put in their hands, and they can refer back to you. You might see them out in public somewhere, like, oh yeah, I remember that guy there. I remember this person here. And also be engaging. Start enjoying conversations. The one thing you can do that's always free, if you see someone, just smile at them, wave, say, how you doing? Around the holidays, hey, happy holidays. It's always easy just to make and initiate conversations with people, especially in the room now. Just go sit down at the table with different people, get to know them, introduce yourself, stick your hand out, shake a hand. By the end of the night, look at how many connections and things that we all can make right here in this room alone. And as we said, you matter. If you click that button right there, down, right here. Yeah. Now go back. She has a double clip on it. You might not hear it.
Is it a high cut?
No, it was just a sound clip. It's no problem. Yeah. All right, no problem. You can go ahead. Like we said, you matter. Moving with a purpose, having a vision for what you want to be able to do in your life is a key essential part of branding. If y'all follow us on the university page, we actually give, on our website, we have a couple of infographics on there as far as personal branding, just ways to develop your overall personal brand, personal image, and just a lot of positive affirmations throughout the week that you can follow, which is essential to developing your overall personal brand on that. And this is my contact information also. If anyone ever has any questions or anything like that on how to develop a brand, how to set up social sites, how to connect, network,